Good evening, guys. Vino here. It is Thursday, February 19th, 2026. It is almost 8:30 p.m. right now. Just catching up on some YouTube and listening to some podcasts here and there. Mainly, I got all my news kind of YouTube videos and things that I keep up on. I watched that already earlier around 5 p.m. After my workday. So right now I'm kind of in that mood of I kind of want to do some gaming, but I also haven't picked up my guitar in a few days. I did play a little bit over the weekend, but felt like I don't know if I'm gonna learn a new song or anything like that. I just don't have that much practice to play songs throughout. But again, at the very least, I try to just keep my scales in practice. You'd be surprised, like I didn't expect to keep the acoustic guitar for this long, but I don't know if I ever mentioned it in one of my videos before, but playing guitar was like such a small but very unexpected blessing for me back in the day as a kid. I went from like wanting to play the guitar a lot. Had my parents buy me a guitar when I had like no idea how to play. I had no teacher, had no lessons. I could barely read music or even hold up a guitar and knew any basic scales. But then my parents returned that guitar, the very first one, not this one. And then just because they thought I wasn't like putting effort into it or like interest into it properly, I was not a happy kid when that happened. But again, I understand where they're coming from at that time. Like it was a pretty expensive purchase for our situation, and yeah, that was kind of like I kind of wish they gave me a bit more time to like show the initiative, but it kind of happened that way. And then by the time I entered high school and everything, that's when I instead of having a two spare like empty kind of periods of time where I could just do whatever I wanted, I decided to pick up a beginner acoustic guitar, and it was run by my I think my shop teacher. His name was Mr. Peterson. Still remember him to this day. He kind of I already knew how to kind of read music notes and stuff by then, but he taught me the basics with the rest of our class, and it's kind of what allowed me to learn like scales, know what the strings are on the guitar and like how to strum and do finger picking here and there and pick control, all of that. And ever since then I started like self-teaching. I only had one like year or like one half a semester of that beginner guitar class, but since then I kind of just started learning things on my own. So, in terms of what I learned in school at that time, mainly I learned the very basic scales. So, ooh, I am rusty today. I'm out of practice for the day. My hands are like quite stiff from all the work from home computer stuff. Let's try that again. Yep. The problem is when the more nails I have, the harder it is to kind of press the strings down properly, and combine that with my like very bad wrists and thing right now. Yeah, it's not as easy as it used to be. But once you warm up though, it does get smoother for me. But literally I'm like picking this guitar up after like almost 4 days of not touching the guitar. So that's at the top, which is kind of tough for me because I have big hands and my wrist is always like stiffening up. But the idea is you're supposed to like slowly go down the scale, and that's how you warm up. So I'll go down a step. Let me try that again. yeah, that's just a little bit I want to show you guys. Obviously, as you can see, the more I kind of do it from the top to the bottom of the neck of the guitar, I kind of get a little bit better. Again, I'm out of practice here and there, so if you do it every day and you kind of do more like, focus and, you repeat it like many times, obviously you get better. But again, I'm not trying to be like a professional acoustic guitar player right now. I just do this for my own fun. So that's the scales. That's one of the things I learned in school back then with my guitar teacher. So I always still love like the guitars like Eddie 8 Dynamite, good by Eddie. So I love like remembering that just for the music aspect of it. But and then I ended up picking up like my own barcodes and stuff. So obviously I can do the full barcode if I wanted to, but my pinky is like my biggest enemy right now. This whole section of my hand and my wrist, because of all my gaming and my computer work, I am very stiff in these areas. So I'm not able to like, you see if you can see, I'm trying to pull down on that, and if that's when I'm holding a string down, it's just not easy for me anymore. But yeah, at the very least, so that's me just doing the basic things. So one thing I did learn, hopefully this still works, the song called Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. I'm not going to play the whole thing here, obviously, but just to kind of give you guys an idea. So that's kind of like one of the starting points of that song. So yeah, I kind of picked up things here and there. Obviously this is like it's like an E, it's like a C, it's an easy F, it's like an A minor, G, of course. So I can do the bar chords, but I prefer these ones when I want to play like classic, like very simple songs, very quick pop songs. That's kind of how I kind of went about it. But if I want to just strum anything, I guess, let me see if this one works. So yeah, I can still finger pick. Like that's a kind of these kind of songs I had to like practice a lot when I was like I think this was from university time. I picked up this song. This is the one that I just kind of partially strummed for you guys. This is a song called Brothers from the anime or the manga called Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, whichever version you guys prefer, if you've seen it before. But that's one of the kind of songs from that. So I really enjoyed that. It's one of the few songs that forced me to learn fingerpicking in particular, and that was really fun for me. But yeah, so I'm probably just gonna play some guitar, just do my scales, practice for fun. If there's a song that maybe in the current kind of past month of music releases, if it's possible to kind of replicate it on the guitar, I can try. I think there was actually one song I talked about to you guys. It was a song called Take Me As I Am by Lynn Lapid. Let me see if I can find the guitar chords really quick. Yeah, that website, Ultimate Guitar, my God, that website has been around for years, and still, if I need some quick chords, it's been the most fun. Let me see, I do have a capo, or capo, whatever you want to call it. So if I put this on the first one, I think if I remember correctly. Yeah, I can't sing this song for too well, but it's like, I've been looking too hard for a home on the top of the surface, searching, looking for something deep, thought it's too hard to reach, never thought I was someone deserving, but it was all in my head, heavy weight on my chest, only ever left me hurting. Now I'm calling a truce on the war in my mind, cause I'm finally learning I'm not rolling over on the inside out, turning myself all the way around. What you see is what you get. Yeah, just a quick little spiel there. Yeah, very easy for me to like play that, hard for me to sing it because my voice is very deep. Definitely would recommend you guys listen to the original artist. Her name is again Lynn Lapid, and it's a song called Take Me As I Am. Really good song. You know, it's very not that long actually, but yeah, listen to the song. You'll enjoy the music and the melody of it. I'm not doing it full justice. I'm doing a very partial, like, you know, easy, quick cover of it. But yeah, definitely check out that song and read the lyrics. Anyone who's felt like, you know, things have been going in their heads back and forth about their value and them silencing themselves in front of like people trying to put them down, like any bullies, any like tough work situation, that kind of politics, those like mind games. If you read the lyrics of the song, it really makes you like feel confident. It's like how I mentioned in my one of my previous videos about standing up for yourself and like bullies and all that such. Yeah, I mean, I think when I first heard this song, it really like made me tear up just because the lyrics hit me really hard. It's about like, you know, staying true to yourself. Don't like try to change yourself too much for others, and you know, do the best you can. Not everybody's perfect. Everybody's changing constantly over the years, and yeah, just try to not play a role in your own life in front of others. Try to be your true self as best as you can, and then yeah, don't take any BS. You know, don't change for someone else. Try to be your true self as best as you can, but only to the people who really deserve it. So that's kind of like the main message that I felt I took from the song. But yeah, definitely such a good song. It became one of my top favorites. Bookmarked it into my YouTube favorite playlist immediately when I first heard it, and I also added it to my music playlist in my iPhone from the time it first dropped. So definitely check it out. But yeah, that's my little like kind of randomness for today's video. It's a little bit different than me just talking in front of the camera as I usually do, but I both want to kind of let you know kind of how my evening went briefly. But just like, you know, you guys have kind of seen me leave the description on my YouTube channel as I'm a guitar player, but haven't really shown it. But I just want to give you guys a little sneak peek on kind of how I play and how I learned kind of the background history of that. So hope you guys enjoy that. But thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you tomorrow. Good night. Peace.